dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we make the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd down and 6 to go. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly.
There he goes, right side. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 67 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Motion man left is Lazard. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 55 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
6:30. 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 11-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 24-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Over here.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the middle with Cook. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself, oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the pick-6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
1st down, Jets.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So it's a win here for the Jets. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on these. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They go play action with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
73.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. That good for 22 and a first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. A gain there of 21 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. First down, Mariota. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. On first down, Howell. And his throw here is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second down, Howell back to pass. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.